Welcome back everyone to the channel that I very rarely update. Anywho, behind me are my two little kids and my green screen, which rarely gets used except random live streams on my other YouTube channel. But I've been thinking about the new iPhone 13, especially the Pro Max version, because I'm a big screen kind of guy apparently. And also it works really nice when you're editing videos in LumaFusion. But one of the things I also like is the cameras, and I think cinematic mode is really cool. I don't mind that it's only in 1080. Well-lit 1080 looks perfectly good to me, and you can always just export and upscale it in LumaFusion or editing software of choice. The biggest thing is probably the ProRes, because ProRes on an iPhone probably makes keying out the green, get my finger pointing in the right direction, that way, probably makes that a lot easier. And I imagine LumaFusion will get a ProRes update, and hopefully it'll get an update to edit the, what I really like about the cinematic mode is where you can change the focus after shooting, as well as change out how much depth of field effect you really want. Anywho, you guys can go out of here, just chatting. But they came in when I was shooting and they said they want to make movies. And I thought, I really haven't made much movies with the iPhone 12, which is my whole reasoning from upgrading to from my iPhone XS to my iPhone 12. It was like, the camera's way better, we can make killer movies. And I've made nothing, maybe? I'm trying to think if I actually shot or made anything on this phone. I know I made films on my iPhone XS and my iPhone 7 and my old iPhones way back. I was making movies back when my kids were tiny, so iPhone 4, I don't know, for a while now. But yeah, not to say I'm gonna upgrade right away, because I've had this phone for less than a year. I upgraded, I think, in January. So what do all of you think? I know some tech people are like, the iPhone 13 is not much of an upgrade, but I think for people that are making movies, I think it is. I think the ProRes is awesome, and I think the cinematic mode could be a lot of fun. But I also don't think, shallow depth of field. I love it, and I think it makes videos look really good, but not all videos or not all shots need it, so it's not like cinematic. I don't think you can make cinematic movies without it. But anywho, I've also played around with shooting on a green screen and faking depth of field, and then also doing rack focusing and a lot of control, because one thing I like about shooting on green screen is you have a lot of control in post-production. So yeah, not sure what I'm doing with the movie stuff. It's either going to be movies just shot by me and starring me, or with my kids, or perhaps maybe next year things will be better and my brother and I will actually work on movies again. I don't know. So this is just a random rambly video, and I was wondering, is the iPhone 13 worth it to upgrade when we can already shoot really good videos with the equipment we have? Or my other question would be, like, I guess the way I would rephrase that is, like, getting a better camera and better equipment is always fun, but if I'm not using the equipment I have now, is it just kind of a waste? So I don't know. Been thinking about that, and then also how much time I want to spend on some movie stuff or not, because I'm also wanting to spend more time on my other channel, which is code related, and I want to do that with like games, and every once in a while I do think about, I should make an app too. But yeah, just not sure which channel to focus on and what to think about, is code or game, like code like games and apps, or movies and other stuff. I think games and movies for me tie in a lot, because it's very creative. Like, even if your game doesn't have a story, you're designing levels and challenges, and you have art and stuff like that. So anyway, random rambly video. Now I think we're almost up to 5 minutes, and I don't tend to edit these. These are like vlogs. It's just like one take. But anywho, I know I've gotten a few more subscribers on this channel, and I've done been a little more active on the channel recently. So if you're subscribing for movie stuff, let me know. I think green screen would be the most, because I don't really get out anywhere for a while now, and my kids don't. We do remote schooling because they're not vaccinated yet. So I think green screen movies would make the most sense for me right now. And my brother James just shared with me like you can record video and it collects all the motion data and you can import that into Blender, and I did that and it was super easy. So I'm like, what could we do with Blender and an iPhone? So I don't know, just make green screen movies like Sky Captain and Sin City and Star Wars and Star Trek and all that kind of stuff. But anywho, now I'm continuing to rambling. So I'm also thinking it might be fun to play around with trying to make some like shorts, but more stylized. I don't know. The vertical stuff I think could be interesting. I'm not anti-vertical. You do only have a minute, and the main thing that annoys me the most with YouTube Shorts and TikTok, I'm pretty sure, I don't really use the YouTube app, but I'm pretty sure if you're in the YouTube app, they have like the overlay stuff on the video, which annoys me, and they do that in TikTok too. But still, I think possibly interesting. But let me know what you all think about making shorts, 1 minute or less vertical videos, or standard 16:9 or 2:3 or something else, some horizontal aspect ratio, and try to make either short films or see about trying to make a feature film, which is there's some different variations on what defines a feature film, but I think Motion Picture Association, whatever, says 40 minutes. So anywho, yeah, I imagine most of my stuff on this channel has been movie stuff. I did do that one book cover thing, but yeah, this is a random video I thought I'd upload for the few people that subscribed randomly for who knows what reasons. But I'm gonna stop talking because I don't know where I'm going with all of this. Mainly just trying to talk out loud my iPhone thoughts and telling myself I don't really need a new iPhone. Because also the one I think I would get, especially since it records ProRes, is probably the terabyte model, which is like $1,600, which is the same price as I spent on my computer, which actually brings in all my revenue and pays the bills. But come to think of it, it's like as powerful or more powerful than my computer and has better cameras. So anywho, that's my thoughts right now. But hopefully in the next, I was trying to think of some like scary short film ideas for October and shoot some stuff on green screen and do some cheesy maybe effects, because I think that's one thing I've also been doing lately is my brother shared this like blogs, like 48 blogs I think posts, and each one is like each blog post is like, here's some stuff to do for a week. It's watch a film, the same film, one day every day for a week. Read a script, and then watch the movie, practice script stuff, make a short film that's, like a minute or two out of still images. Like, it's like all these little things to kind of try to teach yourself to make a film. And I failed at that. The first week, I only watched the film like twice. And so, but I've been watching more films recently. And I think what I've realized, because I was trying to think like, what film could I sit and just watch over and over and over again to kind of analyze it and break it down, or just to, enjoy it and all that. And I don't think I care for realistic films so much. And realistic not meaning like I consider like a fantasy film, like, obviously Lord of the Rings, right? Lord of the Rings I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings, but they try to make their fantasy seem real in a way, right? They try to make the dragons and the trolls and the magic seem realistic. Constantine with Keanu Reeves, it's got demons and angels, but again, they try to make it seem like it's, oh, that's realistic, that could happen, right? But the films I think I've been liking more and more are the ones that don't really treat reality too seriously, right? I watched Down with Love recently, which I watched years ago. It came out years ago, I don't remember when. But I watched it again recently because it's on YouTube, and I spent a lot of time on YouTube, and they have like the free films with ads. Anywho, watched it, and I thought, I like films like that. Like the backgrounds are stylized. Like they don't look real. They look like, you know, fat. Like they were trying to make it probably look like older films where they kind of have like a painting, matte painting backgrounds or something. But then they also did, I think there was a shot where the transition of the moon or something to night was pretty stylized. And then the shots where like the two were spending more time together. What's it called? Kind of like a montage thing, I guess, where it's like, you know, time is passing, but they do it in a very stylized way. And then that made me also think that you're McGregor in it. It made me think of like Moulin Rouge, which again, super stylized. And I was like, I think I like style over reality, if that makes sense. So, anywho, now we're at the 11-minute mark, but green screen, iPhone, Blender, stylized stuff, I think could be fun. So we'll see if I get into that more, or if I spend some more time on coding, or if I can actually figure out how to like kind of get some balance and work on films occasionally as well as some code occasionally. But anywho, let me know down in the comments below if you're interested in stylized short films and or perhaps feature films starring either me or the two kids you saw earlier, because that's my cast. I could also maybe get my dog in it, but she's obnoxious in front of the camera. So thank you all. Until next time, stay swifty or something. Ta-ta.